my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. So on the last one, I basically had on the last stream, I basically explored the Druid's Grove in a bit more detail. Just spoke to some of the, well, when I say people, it's mainly Druids and Tieflings, and just found out a bit more of the conflict, and found out that one way to actually sort out the conflict may be to go to this goblin camp and rescue Halsin, and or defeat the goblin leaders. So that may well make a big difference. So that we've got a bit of direction, yeah, that was mostly what happened on the last one. So just in terms of where we are, so we've got our party, just review where we are. So we've got our party, Kelgar, who's my level 2 cleric. Last time I got in this nice armor, which I think I'm just going to stick with now. We've got Lizel, who's a fighter. We've got Astarion, who's a rogue, and Gale, who's a level 2 wizard. So that's my team. And in terms of the map, so we are currently out here. This is what we've covered of the map so far. So we started off down here. I think that's where our ship crashed, and then we went to the overground ruins, then to roadside cliffs. That I believe is where we met Gale. The crash site I think was down where. Here we've got these ruins which we still need to explore. Up here we've got this, we've got the Druid's Grove, and last time we met Nettie, who has a potential cure remedy for us, but I didn't fancy chancing that last time. We may come back there. And here we've got Zevlor, who's the leader of the Tieflings, so he wants us to help him find a solution. Basically him and I think it's Karga, who's the not the head but the acting head of the Druids. They both want to kind of get rid of each other basically, so they're both trying to rope us into their schemes. And over here we've got the goblin camp and Priestess Gut, who is also she's one of the goblins. So yeah, that's where we are so far. So there's a bit of fun for us to have in terms of our main quest. So we've got these runes to explore. We've got not really much more we can do with Zevlor. Nettie, from past experience, I know her cure is not something that we really want. Over here we've got the goblin camp, which I believe is where a lot of the action is going to be. So today I think I just want to focus on exploring the map a bit more. I quite like to just map out the area so I know what's where, so I can come back to it later on, and particularly pick up a few, if I can pick up a few extra waypoints, that'll make it easier to get around. So far I've spent a lot of time just collecting companions and around the Druid's Grove, so hopefully today we can just explore the map a bit more so we can see what other options we have moving forward, and hopefully we can make some progress towards the goblin camp, which does seem quite far away at the moment. So let's start moving. So I really do like this aspect of these games where you haven't yet discovered the map, and even though I have played this game before in the previous playthrough, I can't remember exactly what is where. At some point I do want to head north as well, because I can't remember exactly where, but there's a nice helmet up there which I want, and there's a secret armory, so I want to find that at some point. But I quite like the stage of any game where you're just exploring the map for the first time, trying to discover what's where, and you don't know, or you can't remember what's around the next corner, and really gives that kind of excitement about discovery. Yes, I find that sometimes this game does play up in terms of the controls and doesn't always respond. So I find that if you click on another character, then it works, which again is one of those things you just need to know. As I move around, I like to just click on Alt to see what's going on, what's available around me. It doesn't seem like there's much here at the moment. So to our left we have Kaldani, Legis, they're part of the Tieflings. I don't think they have much more to add really, so I'd rather start making a move going elsewhere in the world. Again, it's playing up. So again, when I change character, then it works. So a little tip for you guys. So this is Elegis. She's obviously in charge of this what's it called, portcullis type thing. I like the way they've adapted it to the natural environment. If it was a castle, it would be like an iron grill. This is where we first came into the Druids Grove, and you can see the sort of mess we've left behind after that battle. Those corpses are still there. So one good thing about this game, actually you'll find later on, is that you can actually reanimate corpses and speak to them. So I think that's quite an interesting thing to have, and not dissimilar to Divinity Original Sin, where you had options where you could speak to spirits.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs.
Right, so which of these options shall I choose? Some of these options are really funny. You could hold off a horde of goblins from this position.
Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
It's what I want to know, because how this came, I never actually got to Baldur's Gate.
If the road was clear, 10 days walk maybe. But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
So although this game is called Baldur's Gate, certainly in your early access, but there's not too many spoilers for you, but you don't actually get to go to Baldur's Gate. You have to wait, and presumably until the main game. And in fact, I'm trying to recall the main Baldur's Gate game as well. I don't think you go in there straight away. So there's up ahead we've got a bugbear assassin. So we need to keep an eye out for him or her. Actually, I don't know if bugbears have a gender. I'm assuming they do. To be honest, I haven't really thought about it. Timber, Nadira. Just wondering, do I need to go up here? So, it looks like I haven't explored this. Okay, so we've basically run into this bugbear assassin. I probably should have prepped for the fight. I don't think these tieflings are going to help us. Well, one of them is here, so hopefully she will help, but she's frightened. I don't know what that bugbear assassin is doing here. If I should go, might as well fight him. It's just one, and if you look at his stats, he's level 3. We're level 2, but there is 4 of us, so we might as well just have it out with him. Okay, so let's get started. We've got Lysel to begin with. Yeah, she hasn't got too many skills at the moment, but she might as well use dash just to get closer to the action. I mean, she could use her bow, but she might as well just get closer to the action. And with dash, you can actually move pretty far. So next round, she should be able to attack this guy, or the bugbear. Action surge. So potentially, if we use this now, I don't think she gets her movement back though. So I think I'm going to just hold off on that. End her turn. Now Nadira is frightened, as you can see here, so I'm not sure she's going to be that much help to us in this fight. Now Astarion, ideally we want to get him up to a high position. You know what? Instead of attacking this turn, I'm just going to use his dash ability. So I can get him up to a high position here. Yeah, I mean we missed out on the stealth advantage. I don't think he can hide here. I think he's in full view there. Oh, he can. So that will be helpful. Should increase his attack slightly. And it's now Kelgar's turn. Again, I think I'm just going to move dash just to bring him into the action. He's probably not going to be able to attack this turn, but at least he can get into the action. Yeah, he can't use Bless because he's used his dash ability. So I think Gale missed out on his turn. I don't know how that happened. I think since they're in order, we can still, since they're one after the other, we can actually use in stealth mode for some reason, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. What should I do with Gale? I think I just want to use this round to set my party up for combat. I think he's going to have to move into the sight range if he does that. Oh, okay. He seems to have lost his hide. But okay, at least we're set up for the fight. Let's see how bad this guy is. So I think that was just 1 damage, but I'm not sure. I think he may have poisoned us. You see, yeah. Oh, sorry, a lot more than 1 damage. It's taken some serious hits there. So Rizel, let's bring her up behind him, and she should hopefully get a backstab. That's looking good. So this attack here is better when there's multiple opponents. I think if there's, it tends not to hit that often, so if there's 1 appointment, I'm better off just using a regular attack. She's got 80% chance of success, and she's got a backstab, so hopefully this is going to be a good attack. Okay, so we did 7 damage, better than nothing. We've got her action surge ability. She's in a good position, so I'm going to activate this so she gets an extra attack. And same thing again. Okay, so he's down to about half hits now. So reasonably happy with that. Can she... No point pushing him. To dip in. I wonder if she can hide right behind him. Oh, she can, so she should get an advantage on her next attack. Right, so that's her turn over, end turn. So I'm not sure if, can't remember what her name is now. Nadira is going to be very helpful in this fight, so better not count on her. So Astarion, he's in a good location now. He can't hide there, unfortunately. Still not a problem. Going to use his sneak attack ability, ranged. Okay, so he's got 80% from there, and he's on high ground, so he's got the benefit of that. Shoot. Oh, so that was a pretty decent attack. Nothing more he can do. So I'm going to end his turn, and going to move on to Gale. So he's in a good position now. I don't think he can hide. Oh, he can. So I'm going to use his magic missile. There we go. There's only one opponent, so 100. This is what I like about this. There's 100% chance every time with magic missile. So I'm just going to unload all of them onto him. Brilliant. Okay. So that was good teamwork. Actually, it was a fun fight. A bit short, but we worked together as a team. Got our people into good locations and took out the enemy. Kelgar needs some healing, so I'm going to take a short rest. And let's see what he has on him. Hopefully he's got some good loot. I don't think I fought him in my previous playthrough. Okay, he doesn't have anything special. I'm just going to take that. I might as well go to camp. Don't really need to, but we've got some hits to recover. Might as well start the next fight on full everything. You never know what's around the corner. Actually, I better save in case anything happens. Okay, that's saved, and so we're here in camp now, and I've noticed that Shadowheart has something to say, so let's have a quick chat with her.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. The sooner we find this priestess gut, the better. Can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
Actually, this armor looks really good on him. Yeah, I think she's a bit too hopeful about Priestess Gut. She is a goblin, so I wouldn't raise my hopes so far. Well, so what will come next for you? How are you feeling? Okay, let's see if this gets us anywhere. You know, this could be our last night together.
I hope so. Good night.
Okay. That didn't have the desired effect.
Something the matter?
Okay, we should get to know each other a bit more.
So that's to say you'd like to pry a little. You do seem like the type, I must say.
It was just a thought, no need to take offense.
Just an observation, no offense taken. See, we're learning something about each other already. For instance, you're a quick-to-anger type, aren't you? Even less self-control than brains.
You're just trying to goad me to avoid talking honestly. What are you hiding?
Me? I'm not hiding anything. I'm merely sharing as much as you deserve to know. And right now, you've reached your limit. Let's talk about something else.
Fair enough. she does soften up later on. She's not going to join me because I've got a full party. I think what I want to do is, like I said, I have had some bugs on this game in my first playthrough with the certain party members getting stuck and you not being able to change them out. I've had that with both Gale and Shadowheart. So that's why I stopped changing out my team too often. I just want to give her back her armor because I've got some other armor now. So temporarily, let's take out Astarion. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Yeah, he's a bit odd. He's quite moody.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Yeah, whatever. So, let's add Shadowheart temporarily.
Something the matter?
Join me.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Yeah, so we can give her back her armor now. Yeah, I don't actually like her equipped with a shield. I don't think it really looks right on her. Actually, when you click on this, it should tell us how it compares to what we have on. The stats are actually the same. I think it just looks a bit better. Yeah, when I've used her, I've taken off the shield because that basically covers up her whole body. Unlike with him, it's just off to the side. Put it back on. This looks a bit weird. I'm not going to be using her in combat anyway, so it's fine. She's got her on her back. She's got a mace. Yeah, she should be happy. But I am going to ask her to leave again. She may not like that, but it's too bad.
Something the matter? If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Like her wise sense of humour. Actually, we haven't actually added Will to our team at all.
Salutations.
In this playthrough. Let's have a quick chat with him. Your eye is unusual. What happened?
Now, I always save the best stories for my closest friends and my cruelest enemies. Get to be one of those and I'll spill the whole jug. You get that, right? Spill the whole jug? I guess I'll toss that one in the heap.
Yeah, so it's an interesting... Will's an interesting character because he seems very kind of chilled out compared to the others. Perhaps the only other person like that is, I would say, Gale, but we found out that, well, not in this playthrough, but all of them have little secrets, and Will, you can tell whenever you do ask him about his, he's very kind of cagey, and you can see he's got these kind of scratch marks on his face, so interesting to know where they came from. So we've got a special ability here as a cleric, and we can lean in and examine the eye more closely. Let's see what comes of that.
Spider. across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
Interesting. Yeah, so this is a special option we've got now because of our cleric ability. Isn't your eye a sending stone?
A what now? Goodness, but it's just a bit of rock. Nothing so special, I assure you.
You watch and listen for signs of deceit, but sense nothing unusual.
Yeah, unfortunately we've failed the insight test. Unusual name, the Blade of Frontiers.
Living legend in the flesh. Slayer of spectres, killer of kobolds. The pride of Baldur's Gate.
So let's play on as a Baldurian. Ah yes, I know of your exploits.
So you know the stories. All true, I might add. Won't be long before they're telling new tales. Mind flayers, flying ships, dragon attacks. The legend grows.
We could turn any moment. How are you in such good spirits?
Did you see those tiefling kids? Do you reckon our moping and muttering does them much good? They should be chasing frogs, climbing trees, not training for battles they can't win. Those people look at me and they see a hero. Imagine how bad they feel if they were wrong.
Fair enough. So he seems like quite all-round nice guy, which is quite quite a change to the rest of the team. Dealing with goblins, what's your plan?
There's an old saying I just made up. To fell a dragon, you must chop off its head.
These goblins are organized. It's no hamhead pulling the strings. We slither through their camp and off their leaders. Quick as crickets.
Okay, that's enough I think. So I like to have a bit of variety in my party, so Will and Gale are quite similar in personality, which is why I've just one of them I think is enough. Also I prefer the wizard abilities to the warlocks. Lizel, she's a bit kind of feisty, so it's kind of good to have her in there. Shadowheart is as well, but there's going to be a lot of conflict with both of them in the team, and obviously there's a lot of overlap in terms of our abilities since we're a cleric as well. And Astarion, he's a bit, I think he's just following his own agenda, but it's nice, so he adds something different to the party, so that's part of my rationale for having the party that I have. So we're going to leave Shadowheart as she is. Will as well, we're going to leave him as he is. And we're going to bring Astarion back.
You're staring at me again. What do you want? Darling, I thought you'd never
So his
ask.
personality changes very quickly.
Lead on.
Okay, so let's rest. Again, it's playing up. Wait a minute, I've just realised something. I think if... No, sorry, I was just thinking about the XP but that we get if we bring one of the others into the party, but I don't think we get anything extra. Okay, so having rested and having spoken to Shadowheart, just going to save that again. Right, so let's continue on our journey. So I don't think there's anything more for us to do up here. I think we basically want to go the opposite way, the way that we came. Should we speak to, what's her name? Madeira.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly.
Yeah,
But
she
you're
wasn't
not
much help,
here
was
for
she?
heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
I mean, she's not very grateful given the fact that we've helped out, and she's a tiefling anyway, so I don't know why she's having a go at us about being in Avernus. So, yeah, the bugbear would have crushed your skull. This is the thanks I get.
Why, thank you, dread slayer of bugbears. You shall live forever in my memory. Now take my regards back to that pouting Irenes and leave me alone.
So, what's the deal with this coin? I'm not working for that devil.
Then our interests barely intersect. I'm sure there are other bugbears to kill. Best of luck finding them. You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Oh, okay, so it looks like Gale's coming for the same conversation now. Coin mistress, you lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
I don't know why we were on Gale. I think that happened accidentally, but he's not the best to convince her on any of those, actually. Actually, we need to end this conversation. A mind flayer abducted me and its ship went straight to Avernus. Oh, okay, it's fairly low roll. Oh, we only just made it.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the 9 hells as very valuable currency.
Okay, so that's something I didn't pick up on my first playthrough. And that's a good thing about this game, because you can have multiple playthroughs and pick up things that you didn't previously. And like I said, I'm not really sure what that's going to do for us, but presumably it's going to help us sometime in the future. So let's just save before we go on. I tend to save quite frequently because in this game you never know when you're going to be attacked, and so the battles can be quite difficult. So if you are in that position, you don't want to end up redoing little things like this, especially when you've picked up a nice trinket. Okay, what was the way down? Down here. But one thing I like about this game is the just the environment itself is so rich, and I like just taking my party and wandering around it. That's something I generally like in these sort of games, actually. Not sure this is actually getting me anywhere. I think what I need to do is go to the roadside cliffs and walk up this way. So let's do that now.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
So again, this is another thing I like about these sort of games. Just the interaction between the party members and the whole party banter. And I think if you've got a variety of different characters in your party, makes those conversations a bit more fun. And this is a good example of that, actually, because looks like we didn't explore this bit down here. Oh, I think this is the part with the mind flare. I should probably do this.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the crash.
So this takes us back to the wreckage of the Nautiloid. Seems like a long time since we were there, actually. I just want to make sure I've covered all of the map. Didn't think there was anything else for us to pick up here. Yeah, so I've covered that area of the map now. So let's just move back. Right or left? Let's go right. Yeah, let's get away from here because I've had enough of the Nautiloid. Spent quite a long time there. Okay, so these bodies are empty, nothing to loot. So there's a path up here, so I'm going to go up here basically. Oh, didn't think that through. He does have water. It's a bit late now. Okay, now let's bring our party through. Okay, so Kalgar has lost 4 hits. I better just bring it up to max because, like I said, if we do run into any fights, you want to be on 4 hits. Okay, so if we follow this road on, we can discover some new areas. So I think I want to go up this way. Now, there's a lot of dead bodies here, which puts me on high alert. Oh, so this is where this is the entrance to the druid camp again. So in fact, That's all done and dusted. We can just walk past it and explore the rest of the world.
Will we survive?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, neither of those appeal to me. So, like I said, the way she says that her people are going to extract it, it doesn't sound very pleasant. And from what I know of Githyanki, they're not the kindest race. They're quite a warlike race, so I'm not too keen on finding out how they're going to extract this parasite.
You're going to be all right.
Okay, so there's something going on up here. And again, it's saving, which suggests that
Stop it.
could be problematic.
Scaring him.
You're all right, Ed. You're all right.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Yeah, so we've got a special ability because we are clerical minded, so I'm going to select this one. He's wounded. I'd like to help if you'd let me. When I have a unique option, I normally go for it because in another playthrough that's likely not to be available.
He's hurt badly, and Owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
Just hold this stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brynna. New recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He's a true soul. Mind him. He will.
The question is, what do they mean by true soul?
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Yeah, so this is quite interesting because they seem to be siblings, but there's a clear hierarchy, and now that he's told them we're a true soul, they're now subservient to us. So explain this absolute to me.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, true soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
Oh, I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
Okay, well, that all sounds cool, but I'm not sure we want... Us ruling sounds cool, but I'm not sure we want to follow this deity. I'm going to choose this one. Should be amusing. Crude summary. You have more to learn of our faith, novice.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew.
It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
Yeah, we don't want to blow our cover. This is going quite well. Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
You and your
We're looking
absolute.
for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
Okay, we don't want to disclose anything before we know what they're up to. So these fugitives, tell me more.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't really want to disclose the fact that we are from the crash then. We need to find the beast and avenge your brother.
What?
It killed one of us. It killed Edwin. It's an enemy of the Absolute.
Exactly.
You're right, sir. The beast must be destroyed.
The cave is just ahead. It was too much for us before, but if you could help us, true soul, we may stand a chance.
They spoke of the Absolute, same as that goblin, Sazza. Curious. Sounds like trouble.
Okay, so that's interesting because I'm not sure that's an update, but that's the first time I've heard my character actually speak. So looks like they're still adding to this game, so hopefully there's going to be more of that. Anyway, those guys are a bit weird. We've sent them off. They're probably going to get killed, but it's not our fault. Better them than us. A shaft or a broken spear. Is that what he's got?
The man is dead, but something shifts beneath his features. A glistening tadpole emerges, slithering up past a sightless eyeball. The same as the creature behind your eye.
Does that mean what's going to happen to us when we die? I think we definitely need to crush it.
One squeeze should do it, but you stop short. How could you think of harming something so beautiful, so pure?
Where's it gone? I can't actually see it. There's some sort of graphical issue there. We definitely need to get rid of this thing. Just those feelings. We've got a +5 on insight, so hopefully this should be an easy-ish roll. We just can get 5 or more. Yeah, we smashed it. Got a 17.
The tadpole plops to the ground. Now is your chance to stomp it into the dirt. But it's too precious, too sweet.
They are mind flayers, so
isn't it?
they can influence what we're thinking. Again, I think insight is my best option because I got a +5. So concentrate and destroy it in one swift movement. Okay, we need to roll a 5 or more. Ah! Darn it.
Your foot trembles. You can't do it. You couldn't possibly. It slithers away and vanishes into the undergrowth.
Oh dear.
Safe. Free.
Parasite. There are a lithics at work here as well.
Okay, that was a bit disappointing. I was hoping to take it out, and we failed at that, and therefore all of my party is not very happy. Let's see what Lizelle has to say. She won't be too happy, I don't think.
This so-called true soul carried a tadpole. Their Absolute is no god. It is a geich deception sown by the parasites devouring their minds. That such a thing lives inside me is unbearable.
My God speaks to me. Is that a deception?
Far be it from me to question your God's truthfulness. The voice these people hear is real. Its words are a fraud. Shared delusion is not a conventional symptom. The Mind Flayers have a plan for these true souls. Which means they've a plan for us.
Rather sinister there. But true. Yeah, I'm in two minds whether or not to redo that role, but I think I want to play this as if just following through with whatever happens, so I'm just going to have to accept the fact that we got an approval reduction because you couldn't squash that tadpole. Okay, let's save that then. Okay, moving on. So let's explore some more. So these guys have gone off to this bugbear cave, so that should be close by. Oh dear, got ensnared in this whatever. Yeah, I was just thinking it's going to happen to the others as well, isn't it? That's the kind of thing I love about these games, where you just come into a new area, it's all made out quite nicely. It gives you a really good feeling of immersion in the world, and that you've just got free exploration. So, well done Larian on that front. And you can see a lot of love and attention has been put into this game. And it's been created by pure D&D lovers, really. Nice to see. As you can see, still a few bugs. Right, so I don't think we can move forward this way. If we jump down, we're going to go straight into the water. So let's go back. I don't think we can go up that way either. So, as you can see from the map, looks like we can move forward here. So, even though there's some water here, you can tell it's shallow and we can move on. Should be able to. So again, I'm getting a slightly different experience in this playthrough than I did last time. So, in my last playthrough, I end up having to fight these guys, and therefore I had to find the Bugbear Cave myself. So
What's done is done.
this works out quite nicely because if you tell them to go and find the Bugbear, they will actually, as we're just finding out now, they will actually lead you to the cave, which is pretty useful because it is slightly hidden away. So you can see these bones here, and that tells you that this is where the cave is.
Absolute. Protect us.
So
Edwin would
just
want
so sorry, did I say Bugbear Cave? I meant Owlbear Cave. It's a rather different proposition. So they're just rushing on ahead. So there are a few goodies in this cave. There's a chest over here, and if you go further down, like the owlbear, there's some nice armor as well, some leather armor. But I'm gonna come back here later on because in this playthrough I just want to, sorry, in this particular stream, just want to focus on building up the map a bit so I can see what my options are. So let's do some more exploring. Right, so from here we can move up here. And I think there may be a chest up here actually. Mosey down here.
Tell me, Lae'zel, when you say we might be purified at your creche, what does that mean?
Yeah, this is what I've been wanting to know.
A caretaker will affix the Zaithsk, the purifier, to our heads. Its magic will quell the parasite in an instant.
Okay, that doesn't sound too much better than what we've already been through. Yeah, I'm a bit dubious about that. It doesn't sound like a very pleasant experience. And I'm not sure if there's any side effects. So if we go down here, there's a little dog and its master. And I think if you play it right, you can invite him to your camp. If you've got speaking with animals ability, you can speak with him. And there's also the option that he may attack you as well. Again, I don't think I'm going to explore those in this game. So in this playthrough, I think I'm just going to explore the map a bit more. I'll always come back. The thing is, if we try to loot him, the dog is going to attack us unless we manage to pacify it, so I'm not going to do that just now. I'm just going to move on. Yeah, so one thing that keeps on happening is periodically it's simply not responding to the mood command.
Safest you mentioned intrigues me. Care to tell me a bit more?
An intricate device crafted by Malar, our most gifted artisans. I am sworn to say no more.
Yeah, so she's not really giving much away about what this thing is that they're going to attach to our head. And don't know about you, but I'm quite particular about what is attached to my head. So
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a Mind Flayer's head.
yeah, so we can pick up about Lae'zel that she's got some issues about having to prove herself to her people. That really comes through a lot.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
So just to finish off what I was saying, that does sort of warm me to her slightly.
It's dead. Let's go.
Because gives her a bit more of a personable feel rather than just a ruthless fighter. Now, there's obviously something deeper about this ball that needs to be explored.
The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
Okay, he's definitely acting dodgy, so we need to explore a bit more detail. Hopefully we'll have better luck with the rolls this time. Oh god. Stop.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. But you can't find any sign of a wound.
See? Nothing. Come on, we're wasting our time.
So Astarion there is acting very mysteriously, and he's definitely hiding something. Okay, so we've got dead bodies up ahead of us, and from what I recall, this is a battle up ahead. Okay, so just so we're ready, let's save. Girl's going to use his mage armor, and Calgar is going to use his bless ability. Bless my three companions, and let's put our team into stealth mode. Okay, and let's creep forward. Let's see what's going on. So if there's dead bodies, the assailants may still be around.
Dead travelers. Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
Okay, maybe not. I think that was somewhere else actually. Let's just move further up to see if there's anything that way. So this is the sort of situation in which it might be helpful to have a wizard's familiar who can just scout things out, but I think we're okay for now. Yes, one thing I don't like about this game is you can't put the whole team into stealth mode. So again, comparing with Solasta, that's something that you can do in there. So perhaps that's something they can take on board in terms of feedback. None of that looks particularly helpful. Yeah, you do pick up a lot of junk in here. I don't know about you guys, but any of the goblins' weapons, I tend not to really use them. Quarterstaff I'm going to give to Gale, but he has one already. Leather armor I'm going to give to Astarion, but again it's no better than what he has. And the Scroll of Aid I'm going to give to Gale, because he should be able to, well, if he can, he might be able to learn that spell if it's on his list. So we've got a bit of gold. There's only 2 gold, not much. Okay. Right, which way should we go now? Back and then... So we need to go down here, I believe. What happens if we go further up this way? Oh, so that basically takes us back to where we were before. Let's just complete this area of the map first. So again, just the vistas in this game are pretty stunning. So on that aspect of the game, reminds me a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition, which is another game in which they put a lot of effort into the environment. Oops, what happened there? Sorry guys. Okay, so that's just joined up where we were before. Oh, there's some loot here, so don't want to miss out on this. Some food. Actually, I don't really use the food much in this game, but maybe I should do more often. So I think there's still one more which I haven't. Yep, so hammer, dagger, plate. That's all rubbish really, but you never know when it might come in useful. Okay, let's head down here now. Okay, so you've gone into the Blighted village. Actually, we didn't want to do that.
You just walked into the wrong town! Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
So we get a special ability in here with the Illithid Wisdom. So if we use this, then we can basically get through pretty much any situation. I think I'm going to leave that for later, because there's another way to get into this village, and that's quite a high roll, so they're probably... Okay, we made it. Persuasion check success.
Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat. Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm definitely going to save there, because that was a pretty good outcome. So this here is the start of the Blighted village, and there's a lot of goblins in here. And this entrance is basically swarming with them, and they've all got well protected positions, elevated positions, and it's not a particularly easy fighting your way through that. There is, if you look up here, another way into the village, which is what I took last time, but it looks like this time they're just going to let us walk through the front door. And that's good with me, so let's do it. Okay, so we've got another waypoint, which is brilliant. So I always save when I get to a new waypoint. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so just looking at the map, so we've come quite far, and the goblin camp is through here, so I'm just going to explore the Blighted village a bit more. So this well here, this is quite a crucial well, because that actually leads down to the Underdark later on. We're not going to go all the way this time.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. Okay, so investigation, peer into the well. Oh, that's quite a high roll. Oh, we've got an 18.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Okay, so let's head on down there.
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
So we can see there's a skeleton down here, and there's some goodies here. Ruby ring, gold, and a short sword. So might as well take those. Yep, so this is another secret area for us to explore. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to come back. So this is another thing I like about these sort of games, where you find these secret areas, and especially when you find them for the first time, it's quite exciting. Now, if I recall correctly, around here somewhere there should be a chest with a helmet in it. There's a skeleton here. I wonder if there's anything. Yeah, there we go. So we've got this quite elaborate damaged headpiece. If we examine it, let's just close that for now. It's a helmet. Battered by age and use, this once fine helmet feels like a ghost of a bygone time. You can see it looks quite elaborate, slightly broken, but certainly unique, and don't get a huge amount of equipment in this game. Right, so last time I came here, my other playthrough, I came here with Shadowheart, so she gives you a bit more insight into the background of this helmet. But for now, got a nice, cool looking helmet. I previously tried it on my main character and didn't really look the part, so I'm going to give it to Lizelle. And I think that quite suits her. There we go. Just wondering if I should change up her equipment as well. Yeah, so I prefer her with a longsword actually, but the great axe seems to do a lot more damage. So it looks like the long sword is quite helpful because it can be used as a one-handed or a two-handed weapon. So I could use it with a shield, in which case it would do 1d8 damage, or use it as a two-handed weapon, in which case it would do 1d10 damage. Other than that, the great axe does more damage, but I'm not sure. I think it probably misses a bit more.
Gotta be something in this heap.
I'm going to switch her back to the longsword actually. Bit of variety. I think generally speaking, Githyanki are more specialised in swords rather than axes. So she's wielding it as a two-handed weapon. So we'll still do 1d10 slashing damage, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think swords are more... axes do more damage, but they hit less often. Yeah, let's leave it with that.
Gotta be something in this heap.
Yep, I like the look of that team. So I just need some headwear for Calgon now. And hopefully once I find the secret armory, I'll be able to pick up a nice helmet there, which I hope to give him, but that's not around here. So let's just explore a bit more. Another thing I like about this game, even the enemies, the goblins, they're not all just some generic mindless NPCs. They all have their own individual personality, and all their face types are based on real people, so they look like individuals, each one.
Go on, more of us inside.
Eh? Well, I'm busy. Watching, like.
So I like just interacting with characters here, just for a bit of fun.
Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
will it?
So I just want to explore this section of the map a bit more. So this leads us, I think, back to where we were. Oh, wait a minute. This is where the chest is. And I think...
Aren't you? Sure. In silence.
So I missed that conversation. Okay, well, just gets you gold. Nothing that special, which is a bit disappointing because there's a chest sitting there. It does look quite enticing, as if it's got some sort of special weapons or armor. Oh well. So let's explore down here. Again, it keeps getting stuck. If we change character, then it works. Okay, so there's more people up ahead, so
We don't want any trouble.
we better save before we move on.
Drop the act.
You're both this close to getting a slap.
Okay, so let's see what these guys
No, you
are
haven't.
about then.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Okay, so actually we'll just play through and see what happens. How about you all just calm down?
Careful. Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
So I know from a previous playthrough this woman is a bit dodgy, so I'm gonna press her. Tell the truth, what did you do to their sister?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice.
Language.
You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena.
Okay, so let's find out what's going on.
It's our sister, Mayrina. Well, she was in a bad way after her husband died.
started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast.
Again, another thing for us to do. I'll bring Marina home.
Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are.
So two
No
of them
way I'm leaving
approve, the
Rena
rest
to
of them
you.
disapprove.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they're not going to be successful. Okay, so again, different experience from a previous playthrough, because previously, I believe the woman, but this time I think once I do go and visit her later on, I'm going to have a bit more resistance. Oops. That's what I was trying to do. So, there's an update on how Kag wants to make the tieflings leave. She fears the grove cannot support both. Done that last time. Save Marina. After Auntie Ethel vanished, two brothers set off after her, determined to find their sister. Two brothers, something isn't right there. We've got enough things to do right now, so we'll come back to that later on. I've got a feeling they're not going to be successful, and we're probably going to have to end up bailing them out in some way. Right, let's explore a little more. So,
a chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
oh, we're not going to make that one.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Right, so we can see from this whole area, there's all this mist, and we've got feeling we're being watched. So this whole area here, the Sunlit Wetlands, is sort of swamp area, and probably don't want to go there right now. I think what I want to do is just make one way back to the Blighted village. And continue from here. So if we go down here, so there's a few books here which I should probably collect. I'm going to read them later on.
I think his insides will turn to butter.
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. Weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
So I missed the beginning of that fight, but I've just realised we've gone up a level. So that's certainly a good thing. So let's see what's up here. We've got some more dead bodies. Should be careful. Oh, some good stuff here. Nothing we don't already have though. It's not an improvement. I'm not sure if my character has a crossbow, but if he doesn't, then that would be pretty useful. I'm a bit confused between my different playthroughs actually. But he doesn't, and he does need a ranged weapon. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, we've equipped that. I can't remember how to get rid of this grid. That's it. Okay. So we've got a crossbow, so that's helpful. So he's now got a ranged attack. He does have some spells, so he can use those anyway. His dexterity isn't brilliant, so I'm not sure how often I'll use the crossbow, but it's certainly helpful to have another option at our disposal. Okay, let's follow this round. So we can either go right or straight on. Let's explore here for now. Okay, that's not going to get us anywhere. We can go in the other direction. Let's explore here. Let's move a bit further on. And this should bring us back to where we were before. I just want to complete this area of the map, so we're up here, and then if we move a bit further down, there's some still an area here we haven't explored yet, and that's pretty much it. So as we turn back, I think it was up this way we went. And if we come up this way, I haven't explored that yet. Come through here.
Poetry is torture. Your master's quite clever, Astarion. Don't you agree?
You and I have very different definitions of clever.
So I keep missing these conversations, but they're quite funny. So we come up here, then we've completed that area of the map. So we've discovered quite a lot of the map today. So we still need to do the sunlit wetlands, which is going to take us towards the bog area and this old hag. Further down this way is going to take us to the goblin camp. I think what I would like to do is just explore slightly north of the Blighted village, because there's more interesting things in this direction as well. See if there's anything decent in these boxes. Just usual rubbish, really. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with half of this stuff. Thieves' tools are useful. I'm going to give those to Astarion. Otherwise, most of it's... I don't know if I should call it junk, because it might come in useful. So over here there's a great big group of goblins, which I don't think I'm going to encounter just yet. Save again. Oops, there's a some sort of enemy up ahead. Scrawny bugbear. I don't think I really need to fight him. I think as long as I don't get too close to him, I think we can move inside here. So we will at some point have to come down to this area here where there's so basically just a quest has just come up to rescue the gnome over here who's been captured by these goblins. I don't think I'm going to do that this time, because I just want to focus on expanding my map as much as possible.
Prowess in battle is remarkable, as is your battle stance itself.
Jack, a technique known to few outside Kalir. Shall I teach you?
I'll pass, thank you. I prefer abjuration over acrobatics.
So through here is this gnome that we're supposed to save. I will need to come back and complete that at some point, but let's just mosey on up here for now. Right, so when we come to this bridge, it's basically collapsed, so we can't just walk through, but we can jump over And I think the best person to do that would be Astarion. I think all of them can jump over actually, if we want to. I think for now I'm just going to explore a bit with him. Just make sure he doesn't get into any fights on his own. Oh, sorry, this was the bit where I was worried about before. There's a fight up here, and I don't fancy doing it on my own, or his own. So, I think there is a waypoint further up, but I think that's some way off. So I better bring the rest of the party over. I think they can all make the jump. So once we get past here, we can actually go down this thing as well. There we go. Next one. Okay, I think the one who's going to struggle a bit would be Gale. Because as he said himself, you're not particularly acrobatic. Yeah, I'm going to get him across. I think later on he does get a teleport ability, but I don't think he has that just yet. Oh, wait a minute, there is a way. If he has feather fall, that is. Which I don't think I have yet. Oh. So he could jump down here, but I think he's going to injure himself. Yep. It's not the end of the world. Because from there you can creep up. I think for now I'm going to move further forward in this direction. Okay, I think I'm going to go to camp there because he's taken some damage. Okay, so we've moved into a different view of the camp now, and this I believe is the one that you get for the rest of the game. I'm not quite sure why it changes, but it is what it is. So it looks like Lizelle has something to say, so let's have a quick word with her. Actually, we better save first in case we say the wrong thing.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces.
Is she coming on to us? Okay,
all of it.
maybe not.
Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
Want to battle at where?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Kalir.
Okay, let's be sympathetic towards her. So, it must be quite a shock to leave your crash behind and arrive
Do
here.
you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Nyogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Vinisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a crash.
Okay, you may be looking for a crash, but I don't think we are, but we're not going to share that with her right now. Okay, so let's get our rest.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe...
So this seems to be
you
first
just
of
get lucky.
many times when...
Shit.
What's he up to? Lash out with our elbow.
You...
What did he expect?
I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire. A slave to sanguine hunger.
Yeah, that's why he was so acting so dodgy when he found that pig. Can't believe it. I didn't see it even when we even found the boar you snapped on.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
Why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
Okay, last option's a bit extreme, I think. You tried to bite me. How can I trust you?
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms.
Well, he does have a point there.
I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
Okay, there's no way I'm going to let him feed on my blood.
No, of course. Silly of me to even ask. I'll go and find something on four legs.
It's a little
please,
impolite. Impolite at best.
See you in the morning.
Let him go. We do need him in our
watch him
party.
stalk away, slumped, sulking, and ready to kill.
Well, we don't mind him feeding on other things, as long as it's not on us or our party members. Okay, so Dorian has something to say.
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings.
No, but I have questions. How are you standing in the sun?
Oh, I have no idea. By rights, I should be cinders in this light, but someone or something is keeping me alive. Someone or something wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Some of the rules, at least. Running water still burns like acid, and I don't know if I need an invitation to enter a house. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Yeah, let's help him out. If I can help, just ask. We're in this together.
You're such a sweetheart. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
So we're traveling with a vampire, are we? Of course we are. Word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolutely awful.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Githyanki.
Option 1. Enough. We need him, like it or not.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
You say all the right words, but I'm not so sure you mean the right things. Still, I will respect the decision that was made.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Well, they've all got their secrets. So, I want to get back to where we were before. Which was here on the Risen Road. This keeps on happening, so every time I go to camp, Gale takes this... I don't want him to walk into... Just going to put him at the end. Okay, that's better. Right, so just to summarize what we've done so far, we started off here in Druid's Grove, and we have basically explored this whole area here. We covered quite a large area, and things that we need to do. We need to rescue the gnome parasite. That's like an ongoing thing. We found out a bit more about Astarion and Arabella. This was from last time. So that's that. So I think next time what I want to do is, one thing we need to do is explore the swamp down here. We still need to go back to these ruins. There's the Goblin Camp, which isn't far off now, and the Risen Road will actually take us to another location, and the Secret Armory, which is further up here. So lots of exciting stuff to look forward to, but I think I'm going to call it a day for this particular stream. So just get a closer look at my party. So that's where I'm going to leave things. Let's just save that. So hopefully you enjoyed that playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. If you did enjoy the video, please do like, share, and comment. And if you'd like to see more videos of this nature, I will be continuing my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm also doing a playthrough of Celasta Crown of the Magister at the moment as well. So please do subscribe to the channel as well, and to see more content, and hopefully see you on the next one. See you later.